I wanted to give you a small, oh, hold up. Let me tell you what this video is going to be about so you don't have to watch the whole entire thing. I think people will enjoy that. This is going to be a story about me, how I started my entrepreneur journey, from me getting this ticket going, hold up. Never mind, it's already record. Anyway, me getting this ticket going 80 down the road, yada, 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 my car breaking down, me having to go to the courthouse on foot, a few miles down the road, so on and so forth, getting my car fixed, and me just deciding that day was like, I'm done taking this book. This kind of, you know, it was the pivotal moment in my not villain origin story, in my entrepreneurial journey and story. So if that's something you want to watch, stick around if you want to, but that's what it's going to be about. All right, so let's begin. Now this thing started about a good 2 years ago, right? So let's start with the speeding. I was hella speeding. I was going 80 down the highway, down the interstate, babe. Yeah, I was booking it. You know where I was going? I was heading to work. Like most of us, like most of the things we do. To this very day, I don't speed to work. I don't. Cause you know what? It ain't worth it. That ticket wasn't worth it. That was gonna be a $300 ticket, y'all. Luckily, I didn't have to pay that $300. I took the class, okay? Anyway, I was speeding down the highway like a bat out of hell. Glorious. Me and Quicksilver, that's the name of our car, right? Quicksilver. We're going down the highway, 80, feeling good, bumping Dochi Spooky Coochie. Lo and behold, I looked in the rearview mirror. My stomach sank so bad. My heart fell into my butt. It was bad. Luckily, I know how to drive. I was like, am I going to outrun this trooper today? Or am I just going to do what I have to do? I did what I had to do. I did what I did at that moment. And I pulled over. I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I got things to do. I got a future to think about. Pulled over and I was like, hello, officer. Yada, yada, yada. So on and so forth. Long story short, the lady, only that one lady, all the other men didn't that I came across, but a woman did. I still don't get it. It should have been the other way around, but no. Nothing worked on her. Nothing worked on her. Maybe it was because I was going 80 and she was hell-bent on that. Anyway, I'll save my inner thoughts for my inner thoughts. But I got that day. And was I upset? Yes. Did I go into work that day? I sure did, because I was a few blocks away and they knew it too, because I told them. Anyway, made it into work, and then I was like, well, let me rethink this situation. Let me rethink this whole entire thing. Let me plan my day accordingly to this little citation that I had got. Some months later, said citation required me to head to said courthouse, and I did. I did indeed go, and I did my thing. However, on that day, it was a hot day. It was a hot summer's day. And where I went to was that courthouse. It was in what, kids? It was in the hills. It was hot in the hills, and I have a very humble car. So I was going up and down those hills like that, to the point where I was like, hold on, my car has been running HOT for quite a minute. And I'm like, you know what? It's early in the morning. It's early in the day. Surely no. You know who works harder, right? Anyway, my engine overheated. Luckily, thanks to the goodness and the mercy above, I was able to get my car into this very comfortable parking spot and let that baby chill, let it chill. So I had to book it. I may have a video on my phone, I don't know, but like, I was like, I'm not gonna forget this day. Hold on, I think I do have it on my phone somewhere. I may insert the clip, who knows, if I get around to it. It's a pretty long file, I do believe, but I was walking down the road. I had my planner and that citation in there, in that booklet. In fact, I threw the booklet away. It was a really great booklet. It was a booklet created by Erin on Demand, a very wonderful YouTuber and creator. Watch her if you can. Definitely watch her. I applaud her, and her also congratulations to her being a mom, becoming a mom. But anyway, had the citation in my planner. It was hot. I was wearing black sweatpants, and I forget what type of shirt I was wearing, but I was looking good, and I also had some white Converse high tops. I was passing by the fairgrounds. It was where I had stopped was about 3 miles away by car. Was it 3 miles? Yeah, it was 3 miles by car. No, it was 2. It was 2 miles. Was it 1 mile? It was 1 or 2 miles by car. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One of those right there. It was a good little walk. It was hot. It was hella hot. I was sweating. I had to go through the hood too. I didn't mind, cause I mean, like, skin folk ain't cold. Anyway, walked through there, and I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I didn't worry at all. Passed by the fairgrounds, a cemetery, made my way to the courthouse. And of course I was like, oh crap, who do I call? I called my dad. I was like, Daddy, it overheated. And he was like, boy. Anyway, and he made his way up there, and then like, it was all good. And then I was like, I'm late to my court date. Is there any way that I can fix this and not get that as a charge? Okay. They were like, yeah, it's okay. You're not even scheduled to come in. I'm like, what, bitch? Bitch, what? What do you mean not scheduled? And they're like, go to the clerk and handle your business. And I did. And I signed up for that class and they were like, just pay this $100 fee, take the class, get out of here. And I'm like, okay, all right. So that right there inspired me to create my YouTube channel, inspired me to create my garden, inspired me to do day trading, inspired me to create this book that I'm still creating to this very day because it's been on and off, but like I've been inspired and it's gonna get done and I'm doing it. But that right there was the linchpin. That was the firecracker. That was the lit fuse. And honestly, if I didn't do that then, also my Twitch career as well, if that didn't happen to me and I didn't act and then like get mad and do something, we wouldn't be talking today. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I wouldn't have the energy. I wouldn't have the motivation. I wouldn't even be doing this right here at all. But you know what? Even though that did happen, I'm still pissed, but I'm glad. Because we're here now. We're here now. I'm here now. That's the important part. And I'm making waves in my world and I realize I'll save the garden talk for a little bit later. Anyway, but yeah, I'm making moves. Things are happening and things are getting done. Thank God. Anyway, I still hate that woman to her guts. Anyway, thank you for coming to this little fun video right here. This has been interesting. This has been very interesting. But that's the origin story to my entrepreneurial journey and to me being a YouTuber, to being a Twitch streamer, to being a gardener, to being a humanitarian, to being a badass bit. What Duran Bernard said in Mango Butter. Listen to it if you haven't. But anyway, yeah, that is my story. That was it. That was it. And it's still an ongoing journey. It's still a beautiful growing journey. And I have more to show for it than I would have if that didn't happen. So yeah, thank you for sitting through this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got the synopsis in the beginning and also took it for what it was. Anyway, I thank you for your time. I'm going to give you back your face. This has been absolutely grateful, you wonderful person. Anyway, I want to get back to doing what I do best, and that's being me. Catch me on my Twitch stream if you come through. Oh, sorry, I moved that. Catch me on Twitch, YouTube, wherever you are, streaming devices. YouTube. Of course, I said YouTube already. Anyway, you're watching it right now. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, okay? Later!